Hey guys, what's going on? Andy Elliott, One Percenter Podcast. I'm here today with my boy Justin. Justin's out of Canada. Now, just to let you know, I don't care where you live. Justin coaches people all around the world. By the way, he is very, very skilled. He's only 27 years old. And dude, I mean, the guy's almost going to do 10 million in this next year. I want you to understand something really quick, okay? When you get around people that are winning, you want to know what they're doing. You want to know how they're winning. You want to know the mistakes they made. I want to know what to look out for. I want to know what to do, what not to do. And I'm going to let, I just told Justin, I said, hey, Justin, can you rip for 15 minutes on just, number one, how you're killing it right now? I mean, give us a really just let us look underneath. Share with us what's happening. Give us the 10,000 foot view. Give us some things you did wrong that you could warn people. Don't do these things. These things costed me a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy, but do these things. And I know Justin's really killing it in the contractor space, which I'll kind of let you explain that. Yeah. So I appreciate you, man. I love you guys. Listen, by the way, me and Justin, he's in my brotherhood. We're really close. This guy's a mentor to many people. There's a school community. He has a school community. I want you guys to join that. There's going to be a link below where you guys can join that. You can do stuff with Justin. But I want you to know he crushed it so big in that school community. He won some awards by Alex Ramosi. It's just the guy's winning, right? Not even financially, but like with his health, with your mindset. Your mom died, right? That was hard. I asked you what really changed in the last 90 days. You're like, my mom died. She got cancer out of the blue and died, and holy shit, she was very healthy. Yep. It's like, dude, you guys got to wake up, okay? So I know that you've overcame with your brother a lot of things. Yep. You're a savage. Dude, you haven't had an easy life. You've recently had some really hard strikes. And I want you to talk about that too. 100%. What are some things you've done since your mom's died, right? Because it really, that was a curveball, and, you said your mom, it was, your words were, it was a beautiful death, right? It was, you guys were all at peace. Yeah. She said, I'm carrying my cross. Yeah. And you're like, hey, this is my time to get close to God too. It was like a reality 100%. Check, right? About hey, we're probably not going to live as long as we think. I need to get my shit together. Yeah. This is going to be a really good podcast, but I'm going to turn it over to him. I just wanted to give him the right introduction so you guys could have a little concept on who he is and how close we are, and now you need to know him, and now he's a resource to you. So number one, start out with a little bit just from A to Z, what you're doing right now. Let's give some advice, and then let's end it towards the end with your mom.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, well, I appreciate you cutting to the chase and creating that open space for this, because it's going to really change the way I approach this. So started my contracting business about 4 years ago. I was working at a butcher shop trying to figure out what to do with my life. I was working it was a dead-end job. I was mopping blood off floors in university, but university is totally shifting to a whole different direction in terms of what they're indoctrinating people with. So I left university, was listening to people like yourself on Audible, on podcasts, and just trying to figure out a way out. A lot of scrap meat in the butcher shop, so I decided, okay, let's grind that up. Let's go door to door. That's all
Basically,
I knew.
They were trashing that.
Yeah, they're throwing it out.
Yeah, so if anybody's ever worked at a taxidermy, right? It's just blood everywhere.
Yeah.
So he's got this butcher shop. They got all this shit,
organs,
tongues,
junk, lungs,
crap, that they don't want to do anything with. And he was like, dude, I'm going to take this stuff. And then so tell them, what did you do?
Yeah, so I ground it up into raw dog food. I knew that's the healthiest stuff where, dogs are canines. They eat, they shouldn't be eating kibble and stuff like that. They should eat the raw stuff. So started going door to door to sell it. I was handing out flyers, and door to door is just what I heard because I was listening to guys talk about how door to door changed their life. That's the stuff I was listening to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't know how to use Facebook ads or anything. So door to door, made some sales. Ended up not really working out with the dog food stuff. There's so many regulations and safety things.
Your first journey of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, 100%. So in that process, though, I learned door to door, and I fell in love with that. And the streets are empty. No one else is doing it. Everyone's online now. So I realized I could be one out of zero and go knock on doors and talk to people directly and build good rapport and just see how I could help. And so I started working for a window cleaning company doing door to door. I was like, I want to sell high ticket. I could do this at the door high ticket. Let's do something. So I actually got a position with a $30 million painting franchise that I learned their systems, and then I implemented more of my door to door skill. And in the first year, I sold $500K just in the winter, knocking on doors. No team, didn't know how to paint, didn't know anything. I just knew how to sell, just from trying it and from learning through the reps. Wow. So 500K approaching, got to get guys, how to learn how to recruit, how to learn how to train, how to actually be a leader, how to learn how to paint, spend a lot of time on the tools. And I always thought that like blue collar work was below me because my dad was a realtor, all these things. And I got to really appreciate like these are the guys that are building the world. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're a residential contractor looking to scale from 6 figures, 7 figures to the multi-7 figure rate, get off the tools, build a production team, build a sales team, build a door-to-door team, generate predictable, reliable, controllable leads, and scale and be the top competitor in your industry and in your city, then click the link below. I have a bunch of free trainings that you can access, and we can show you exactly a step-by-step blueprint that will take you from a prisoner in the job you created for yourself to a freedom business model where you can do exactly what you need to do and create leaders inside your company. Really getting guys that are older than me start working for me and learning how to actually lead people where they don't resent me for being younger and actually develop long-term plays. I got guys that have been with me since day one when I was just starting out that are now making over 6 figures, that are production manager, COO. But to take it back, so, you know, about 500K, just putting myself in the fire, taking off more than I can chew and learning how to chew in the process. Multiple vans stolen, so much stuff. Production manager sleeping with the painters because I was hiring some students, had to fire certain guys and just kind of take it on as I'm going. Started like getting a lot of development and coaching, spent over multiple 6 figures in coaching. All the money I made, put back into coaching, put back. Because I knew that I'm not going to go buy properties right now. I don't need to buy a nice car. I'm just going to put it inside of me.
Needed to build you.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to just tell everybody this. What he just said is the most important thing out of everything you're going to say during this entire thing is that you need to build yourself. Security should not be in your job. It should not be in your cars. It should be in your money. It should be in you.
Yeah.
Because if everything goes bad, who's going to be the one that's going to fix everything? You.
Done.
It's going to be you. It's always going to be you. If you lose everything today, who's going to get it all back? You. If you're going to build something, who's going to be you? It's all you. Everything is you. And most people totally underestimate training, coaching, and build. They get just enough to get to the next level, and then they quit.
Yeah.
And the fact that you said that, like you spent multiple 6 figures on getting your deal.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. And I'm telling you, I give all the credit to I finally made the decision in my life to start investing in me.
Yeah.
And dude, like, I just want to make sure nobody missed that. So, so you took all the money you made, you threw it back into coaching to build yourself, your identity.
Oh, identity's huge.
Yeah, huge.
And especially in the contracting space, a lot of contractors identify themselves as a guy that swings a hammer. It's like, no, you run a business, man. Like we got to pull you off the tools, and they want that, but they also have the identity with it. So there's a lot of limiting beliefs to break through.
Never taught them to get off the tools.
No. And they say it's, you got to be humble. You got to just do the work with your hands. It's like,
no, you don't got to be humble. You got to be a killer.
You got to be a killer. And you got to create opportunity for the guys that maybe don't have the best English or cannot go and sell for themselves. You got to learn those skills if you have that opportunity. So by investing,
you called it a prison.
A prison. It's a job that they create for themselves. And a lot of contractors are caged animals. They'll just live off the referrals that come in. They don't know how to hunt anymore. So they live off the seasonality of work. And you just exist.
And there's a lot of lies, like these guys aren't good salespeople.
Yeah.
These guys, they're not good at that.
Yeah.
That's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, that's all bullshit.
If you know the process of how you do your jobs, just by explaining your process, that you can sell.
And by the way, really in your industry, and I know that you live in Canada.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, like, across the world, especially in the blue collar field.
Yeah.
Using the word sales is a big turnoff
100%
for a lot of people. So in our company, we've replaced in the blue collar field.
Yeah.
We don't teach sales, we teach communication.
Huge.
And if I say, guys, if you're in the blue collar field and you want to learn how to be a master communicator, you want to communicate effectively with everybody. People like love that. But if I say I want to teach you to sell, they're like,
the spikes go up.
Dude, totally complete turnoff.
Yeah.
Communication, I love it. So you teach these guys to communicate.
Oh, 100%. I teach them how to estimate, communicate, and close on the spot, and to service clients on the spot. Because a lot of contractors, like what changed my whole business was when I learned how to spit out quotes fast and get both homeowners home so I could quote and sit down with them and get them signing it to schedule for production then. The days of emailing quotes and just hoping that someone accepts your bid,
garbage.
Over.
Yeah.
You can't even talk to them.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of contractors.
So many contractors go to that.
Yeah.
Because they were taught that by an old veteran, who said, get their email, send it over to them.
Be polite. Wait.
No, that is stupid. People, listen, and nobody's going to like this, but this is the truth, okay? People are horrible at making decisions.
Yeah.
And the longer you give them to make a decision, the worse the decision gets.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better.
No.
When your decision-making time shortens, your success increases. And if you talk to me about something that's good for me, we should do it now.
100%.
And that guy has to understand that those people, when they're making, I'm not gonna say an emotional decision, but in a decision like in my gut, like we need to get this done.
Yeah.
The longer you give them to think, they overanalyze, they become paralyzed with fear. They end up putting it off, which allows them to stay the same, stagnant, struggle. And if you email them over something and you were gonna do the best work, that email means nothing. Someone else could beat it by $1,000 and your competition gets the business and they end up treating them worse, not fulfilling the thing,
and
doing a good job, all because of that damn email.
Yeah. 100%.
So you have to close them there because it's a disservice to the customer not to close them then.
100%.
If you really have a good product.
Yes, and that's the thing. See, a lot of guys that maybe won't want to sell or won't want to close on the spot, it's because of more than just that. Maybe they don't believe they can service well because they don't know how to recruit or they don't know how to train, and they maybe get worried, okay, I can't take on this work alone. So when I work with contractors, we first build out a recruiting funnel. Even if they don't need those people yet, we get the job ads up, we get the screening ready, and then we just crank sales. We build a door-to-door team, we get their Facebook ads right, we know what ads work, we build the admin systems, the setters. The right estimate setup call is so important. That starts the whole process. You got to get both homeowners there. You got to kind of probe to see where they're at. You got to make sure they got enough time.
What industries would you say, if I'm watching this and I'm in this industry, I should click the link below right now and jump on a conversation with you?
We've created multi-seven-figure fencing companies, flooring businesses, general contracting, kitchens, bathrooms, basements, home service, any high-ticket home service. Right? This is for guys that are doing painting, that are doing gutter installation, that are doing roofing, where it's not like
so it could be HVAC if I'm selling $20,000 systems.
100%.
Okay.
So really the biggest thing that we do is we create leaders inside their company. So we build door-to-door teams. That's a huge staple of what we do. That's how we got to multi-seven figures in our companies, by creating door-to-door teams, taking the studs out of there and getting them into actually salespeople, into estimators, or taking them into other management roles. And you kind of create this incubator where you're changing people's lives in your company. These young kids that are lost in today's age, that you bring them, you teach them how to market, how to do the school hard knocks, how to knock on doors, and then create leadership opportunities. Multiple guys that have started door-to-door, like Isaac, like George, like Mark, like Joe, the guys in my company right now, they all started on doors. They're all making over 6 figures. And these are my guys. And they show me love. They respect what I've done with them. And I respect the hell out of them too.
That's awesome.
And so that's what I'm bringing back to the contractor space, because I see there's a huge gap in the development side of actually building a business, building leaders, and delegating work. Like going to the situation with my mom, a lot of contractors, if they have a family life happen, they have to choose family or they choose business. Okay, I would choose family every time. However, in my case, I didn't have to choose one or the other. I got to spend time with my mom for the 6 months she was sick and be there with her and ask her all the questions I wanted to ask. Well, my business actually kept growing. We actually doubled during the time that I was going through that turmoil, because I had the leaders that I created. I had the admin in place, the recruiting, and it just, I feel for contractors that they believe they're being of service by being so involved in the swinging of the hammer, that if someone gets sick in their family, they either have to keep swinging the hammer and regret the rest of the life, or go take care of that and their business fails.
You know what I'm hearing is that the people that don't know what you know are actually the bottleneck in their company.
Oh, 100%.
It's not anyone else.
No.
It's not the market. It's not the economy. It's not your people. It's you as the leader.
Yeah.
You are the thing that is stopping your company from growing.
Yeah.
And once you learn this stuff, then everything grows. People are happier. When there's progress in the company, everybody loves what they do.
Yeah.
And shit fucking grows.
And you fall back in love with your business.
Yeah.
And that's why I love, again, the door-to-door, bringing the young guys in. Because you start to change lives.
People don't need to know how to do this. They just need to be able to click this link below.
No, it's so simple.
With you, and then you coach them and help them.
I'll say, here's all the SOPs. Like, we have hundreds of SOPs in our community. This is why it keeps growing off referrals too. Guys come in, they're bringing their friends in. Like, just Ricardo the painter just joined because he met a few other guys. Ricardo the painter actually painted your building here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go do some door-to-door and help them develop some better sales systems.
Huge.
But guys come in and they see, like, I pour my heart on this group. I don't hide anything back. Like this, like if I have a problem in my company, I'm like, hey, just had this problem. Give me a week and I'll come back. Hey guys, here's a solution to schedule 14 crews at once and have 2 PMs so you can this. But at the end of the day, it's just follow the steps. And depending on where they're at, every guy gets an onboarding call when they come in personally with me, and I just see exactly what the bottleneck is.
You're pretty hands-on.
Oh, I'm so hands-on. And I want to be. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, just everybody looking at him, if you're in the home service space, if you're in one of these spaces, if you have your business and you're wanting to grow it to really big, I mean, you could actually have a very small business. It might even just be you.
Oh, a lot of times it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
Well, you need help. Okay. Number one, if you don't get help, you won't be in business for very long.
Yeah. We've created 11 seven-figure businesses from scratch this year. Guys, that literally, I'm on ChatGPT with a guy finding out his fencing company name. What are we going to call it? Okay, let's go. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're a residential contractor looking to scale from 6 figures, 7 figures to the multi-7-figure rate, get off the tools, build a production team, build a sales team, build a door-to-door team, generate predictable, reliable, controllable leads, and scale and be the top competitor in your industry and in your city, then click the link below. I have a bunch of free trainings that you can access, and we can show you exactly a step-by-step blueprint that will take you from a prisoner in the job you created for yourself to a freedom business model where you can do exactly what you need to do and create leaders inside your company. It's speed. And a lot of guys come in, first thing I do, figure out what the limiting beliefs are. Let's break them together and, be coachable. I'll understand exactly the right way to lead you, and we'll get you where you want to go. And we figure out their why. Like one guy came in, Zach, he was having a baby on the way, doing about $800K a year, doing everything, estimating, production managing. And he's stressed out. About 4 months later, sends me a picture with him and his wife and his baby on vacation. I helped him get a sales rep doing $200K a month now without him selling, and a PM in place. And those are the type of things that are life-changing.
Once you as a business owner can remove yourself from the selling, momentum is about to build like no other. Like it's a special thing.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I had a team, right? And it was just me, right? And then I had a team and I brought them on. And I remember I was at home and I kept seeing these little notifications come through.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, babe, look.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like, oh my God. It's like, it's not just us anymore. And by the way, like, just to add, when you have a team and you get to take care of people, it really makes your purpose go to a whole nother level. You're no longer doing work. You said you fall back in love with your business. You care about your people. When you have mouths to feed, they almost are like your kids.
And it puts a different urgency under you too.
So it's not just about numbers and making money. It's like, we want to make them a lot of money too.
Yeah. Oh, that's the main goal.
And we want everybody to do really well. And then my point is, I just remembered in the beginning, at first I was like, hey, we're moving the needle and I'm not doing everything. Yeah. And by the way, that gave me some sanity to be a better dad, to be present when I was at home with my wife. And also like a little bit of peace to go to the gym in the morning and, like everything. I mean, gosh, dude. And on Sundays, instead of working all day, we could go to church. Yep. It's like, these things are very huge. I mean, you're talking about saving, most men, I mean, honestly, they want to make their business work so bad, they end up tearing their family to pieces.
100%.
Not intentionally, because we're doing it for our family, but the one who ends up paying is our family.
Yeah.
And then obviously we don't like who we become either.
Yeah.
Guys, if that's you, if he's labeled any of these things and you've resonated in any way, shape, or form, this is an industry you're going to get in or you're currently in it, you need to reach out to him now. Okay? That's going to be in the description box below. Let's finish out with your mom.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to have something happen in their life.
100%.
This was in the last 6 months. Curveballs.
Yeah.
Curveball happens. Let's finish out with a minute or two. Everybody's going to have a curveball. It could be a death. My wife always says, don't wait for something bad to happen before you give your best. Don't wait for something bad to happen before you reach out and start coaching with you. Don't wait till you're on your last leg and you're going to go out to raise your hand for help.
Yeah.
Like wake up now, and so let's talk about the curveballs life can.
Yeah. So found out about my mom with her diagnosis, and that's when I had a lot of coaching clients, a lot of one-on-one clients. And one thing I did though in the time, and this is what guys have shown me respect back, they're like, I remember when you were in McDonald's or in libraries, getting kicked out of libraries because you were still hitting one-on-one calls in between hospital visits. Like I was basically sleeping at the hospital, but I would still hit my calls because at the end of the day, if I'm going to show up and lead, I'm still going to show up and lead, especially if I'm coaching contractors. They got to do the same. When I found out with my mom, and well, honestly, at first I thought it was bad. I labeled it, this is bad. But as I went through the process, and it was my first basically death to experience, it brought our brothers closer together. My one brother, Rob, I cannot show him enough gratitude. He brought me way closer to Christ, and he's Orthodox. I'm getting baptized in Orthodox, and my mom went through Orthodoxy and got baptized, and really just like it just brought the love to back together in our family, because we had to pair together for a hardship. And that's usually that's why I tell contractors, suffer with your team, go play paintball, go do hard things with your team. But aside from that, really learning the perspectives and put more urgency on me with really helping contractors build for life. We have to build for life. I was lucky to have Mark Shelley. Like, I just want to shout him out on this podcast because he took care of the business. He was actually one of my first door-to-door reps, sales manager. Now he's basically CEO. He's like, dude, you're going through some stuff. I got it. I got this. So I could step out of my business. He's running, he's growing it while I was there with my mom. But yeah, brought our family together. It tightened my other brother up, James. He was having some battles, and he's beating the battles. He's sober. He's crushing. He's building his barbershop. I'm gonna bring him out here. He has 2 kids. Really, I felt like when my mom passed, the love that she had for each of us, we actually just started giving to each other as brothers, and we filled that gap. And it, I just feel blessed. I feel blessed. I pray more. My mom wanted to come to a monastery out here in Arizona. I'm gonna go tomorrow. And I just thank God for the opportunity that it wasn't a car crash, right? It wasn't something instant. We were there for her last breath. We did the prayers before death with her, and then she passed away around our 3 brothers. It was just a beautiful recollection of everything that happened at the end. So I see it as a beautiful moment.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Nobody knows except for you what happened, but as you talk about it, one thing that I hear is that your purpose in helping business owners and people in your industry now means so much more.
So much.
Because you know that every one of these people are going to have to go through something really hard at some point. Yeah. And they better get ready now, because it's going to happen whether they want it or not.
And I got guys going through it now, and I'm helping them fill the gaps so they can spend time.
Yes. And whatever that is, it can be labeled as good or bad. Yeah. And life's going to happen. Life's unfair. Mm-hmm. Life is also very beautiful. Being alive is getting hurt. Being alive is feeling love. You're going to feel both of them. But if you can do life right, and you can set yourself up right, and you have a good coach, and you put yourself around the right people, your life can be awesome. No matter what happens,
100%.
You can see the good in everything. Yeah. And so, number one, you're awesome, dude. I'm going to tell you, Justin, I'm super proud of you, bro. I can tell, the eyes are the window to the soul. You guys can look into his eyes. You can see the love, how much he cares. You can see his intensity. You can see his urgency for helping people. I love it. And if I was out there and if I was in this industry, and you guys, that's you need to be reaching out now. Okay? You don't know what you don't know. I would be like, dude, I need to be with this guy. We need to roll. Let's go. I don't know how this works. Justin, how does this work? Yeah. And then let's roll.
Step by step.
And then we just kill it, and that's it. So how can they find you on social media?
So social media, Justin.Georgopoulos, Georgopoulos, big Greek last name.
We'll put it on this deal. So you on Instagram.
Yeah. So click that. And then Facebook. I'm active on Facebook. A lot of contractors are on Facebook. So I'm posting wins, posting free trainings. And then the school group, Trade Launch. So Trade Launch VIP, you can find that on school. There'll be a link below. Okay. And then come in, and we're going to do a customized roadmap, no matter where they are. If they're just on themselves on the tools, if they got a few laborers, maybe they got estimators and they want them to get trained so they can have a higher closing rate on the estimate on the spot. Whatever it might be, we're here to help, and we're going to get them exactly where they want to go.
It's amazing. Yeah. Guys, make sure you connect with him. Get set up now. Love you guys. Hope his story inspired you. I know there was one thing that he said that resonates with you. That's a reason for you to change your life now. Appreciate you guys. Love you. We'll see you in the next podcast. Let's go. Hey guys, looks like you made it to the end of the video. You're the true 0.0001%ers. Look, I know 1%ers that can make it halfway through the video, but making it all the way through, you guys are the best. Now, here's what I'd like to do. Number one, I want to get closer to you. The fact that you made it all the way through the video, you're like, man, dude, I want to roll with this guy. Okay, so I need to connect with you. Down below, there's a description box on this YouTube video. There's a link. It says Coach with Me one-on-one, okay? If you'll go and you'll enter your information, I'll reach out to you in the next 24 hours. You can tell me what you need help with, what your goals are, and we will crush it together. I would love to help you guys go to the next level in life. You can tell I'm changing my life really fast, and I know that you guys want the same thing. I'd love to go with you on that journey. So right now, if you'd like to partner with me, team with me, if you want me to help coach you and push you, everybody needs a coach, a higher level of accountability to go to the next level. Go to the description box below, click on the link, fill out your information. I'll talk to you in the next 24 hours. Let's kill it.